Well, President Trump cementing himself as America's cultural juggernaut. Just hours after 47 attacked Cracker Barrel's rebrand, the company cracked. Quote, "We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain." Now compare that to the Democrats who are still defending the political quicksand known as DEI. Watch.
These are American values. This is what America was built on. And to my Republican friends and fellow citizens, I say, who profess to be active Christians, I remind them that DEI is the very foundation of the Christian church.
Was he the body double for the old timer on the barrel, Kennedy?
Yes, Uncle Herschel is my name, and I will tell you one thing. The Bible is filled with DEI. Those three letters appear in the Old and New Testaments. It's like, don't bastardize the Bible. That is so disgusting. Please just keep your George Soros money away from the rest of rational Americans who are absolutely sick of this stuff. But about Cracker Barrel, the CEO is not going to survive this. She is one Coldplay kiss cam away from forceful resignation. The stock has been in trouble, and I have said all along, I don't think it was her brainchild, but someone figured out that if they could gin up a controversy like this, enough people would get on board to fight for the brand, that they would actually raise brand awareness and eventually go all the way around the sun and come back to a point where the stock is now up like 2.5% today because they reverted to the original logo that had nothing wrong with it. So you can take your DEI and shove it up your Cracker Barrel.
Harold, that's exactly what happened in Disney when they dismantled their 2 DEI programs. Weird how their stock immediately rose. Will we see this being the end, like the dismantling of what has been the DEI industrial complex?
Well, and just for one correction, in the Bible, Jesus ate with the sinners. He ate and dined with prostitutes. He ate and dined with the tax collectors who were the worst in the bottom of society. So I think I understand what the gentleman was saying. I don't see DI in the Bible. I read the Bible every day. I don't see that. I would agree with you. But the Jesus I worship is a little different. I've said on this show all week, I don't understand what we're doing at this set of meetings here. You never bet against the future, but if you're clinging to the past, you're going to lose in the future. We've got to think about what it is that voters, how we didn't connect with voters this last go around, and what is it that is at our core that will allow us to do it again. I'm a Democrat because I believe firmly that Democrats on their very best days want everybody's kid to have an opportunity. That doesn't mean Republicans don't, but that's why I'm a Democrat. We are veering away from that. Now, I'll give President Trump a lot of credit. He told those people at Cracker Barrel what to do, and they did it. And I joked this morning as I saw the story. I said maybe the CEO of Cracker Barrel was afraid the president may try to buy them like he's buying Intel and buying Boeing and all these other companies. But I'm going to still lead at Cracker Barrel. I said yesterday on the show, I think I've probably eaten at Cracker Barrel as much as anybody here at Fox, and I'm happy to hear the food hadn't changed.
That's the thing. So they listened to the president, let's say, but why weren't they listening to their demographic, to the people that go there every day? Like, at what point let's transfer this to the Dems, at what point will they listen to all of the voters in America saying, just leave it alone, or just hear what I want, my values, and have that be reflected?
If we had just put our foot down years ago, think about what we could have saved. Aunt Jemima, the Indian lady in the Land O'Lakes butter, the Redskins, the Cleveland Indians. I could go on for days. Look what they took from us, Emily. Never again. Never again. And I'm trying to think about all the things that we should have done like this years ago. If we had put our foot down in the 80s, we'd still be smoking on planes. Think about the great things we could still be doing if we had just said no, a hard no. And I'm not giving Trump credit for this. I'm giving Fox credit. We covered this story for a week, and he watched it for a week, and then he basically, hit the winning shot, okay? Mr. President, nice job, but come on. It was all us, all right? But think about the powerful combination of Fox and Trump. It's the biggest 1-2 punch the world's ever seen. And I think we should start exploiting it for our personal benefit. For instance, Emma wants to paint my brick fireplace in the kitchen white. I don't think that's classy. I don't like the look.
You want black?
No, I want to keep it nice and brick. You should see my kitchen. It's phenomenal. Everyone's talking about it. I'm going to start doing segments on the maintaining of the classic brick fireplaces. Trump's going to see it. He's going to truth it. And there's no way Emma's going to paint that thing white. These are the things we need to start doing.
Poor Emma. So what he's saying
Poor
is
Emma.
the layup, and then President Trump dunked it.
Couple of things. Just a career advice. You got to go easy on Trump. You're a little too tough on him right there. I think just back off.
Did I go to a 9?
Right? Yeah, you did.
That's why I amended it to a layup.
9.8. And
Okay.
I just don't want you to plummet any further. The other thing we're not bringing up is that the reason why Cracker Barrel changed is their business is down 55% in the last 5 years. So they did have to make, the macaroni and cheese and the no selling alcohol. Maybe they got to make, they
were trying to be younger.
Maybe they
sweet
should
tea.
right. They should maybe sell a beer or two, a margarita. Give these people a liquor license. They've already earned their keep. I mean, that's one of the main reasons. When you want to have a beer, you say Cracker Barrel. I'm like, I'm going to go to a rest stop.
Sell some rye whiskey or something.
I just would like
Some
to have a beer,
moonshine.
not a lot of beer, but I would just like to have it.
Cannabis.
Right.
Which I'm opposed to.
Hey, Grandma, light off the
I'm
chocolate.
opposed to.
All right, I'm going to end right there. I'm going to save my time a little bit later.
All right, I'm going to keep ordering sweet tea at Cracker Barrel. I don't need alcohol.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.